closing review on the Xenta W-04EBY. Really weird way to kind of brand a product. This is a portable Bluetooth speaker that I've had the pleasure of testing for the last few weeks. I obviously get a lot of these products, and it's kind of one of those things that I always have to make up my mind as to the performance and stuff, and comparing it with a lot of products, and it takes a lot of time to collate my thoughts. Usually it's like 3 weeks, 4 weeks I test a product for, and I try to put it in a real world scenario where I might test it. Now, if you're looking to purchase a Xenta W-04EBY, you'll probably be interested to know that I don't think that this is a bad product, if that's all you came here to find out. However, it does have its niggles. Now, this is a speaker that apparently has a passive sub, and I don't know how well you can tell in this video. It does have some sort of weird kind of looking thing in the middle, and two 40mm drivers by the looks of them. At least I'm pretty sure they're 40mm drivers. Yeah, so we have two 40mm full range drivers delivering superb music fidelity, and a ultra bass booster radiator subwoofer. Whew, that was a lot to say. And this does actually run for about 5-6 hours, so they claim. Now, if you're interested to see how this stacks up against the competition, there's so many products out there I find at the moment that it's really hard to make up your mind, which is obviously why you come and look at reviews. Now, if you are buying a portable speaker, the first thing I recommend is spend as much as possible. £30 is very cheap for what the Xenta costs, for instance, and there are so many kind of products at the top end of the scale, like the ODT Turtle Shell 2.0 that I reviewed, that was about a £100 purchase. That was literally incredible. So you have to kind of spend as much money as you have if you want to get a good return in quality. Now, £30 isn't that much for a portable speaker. So you're kind of limited by that price alone as to what you're going to get. So I never expect these products to have incredible fidelity. I expect them to have a few flaws. The Xenta wasn't too bad. The first thing I didn't like was aesthetically, it's got this annoying rubber matting on. I hate it. It gets dirty, and it gets scratched when you put it in your bag and stuff, and there is no included carry case. So, again, it's kind of one of those things that if I was buying this product, or if I was designing the product rather, I would have maybe just gone for a really cheap gloss plastic. I would have preferred that over this rubber grip. Now, because of the way they design this, with these kind of feet on the bottom, it does not produce much vibration when it's turned on loud, and you kind of get this underneath kind of bass effect. I think it's done to acoustically improve the product. Don't quote me on that. Now, testing wise, a lot of the tracks that I played are I like to test for busy tracks and kind of chill out vocal tracks. Stuff that's, we can really test the high ends, the low ends, the mids. And the Xenta isn't too bad, but it suffers the same fate as a lot of the cheaper products I find. The higher end of the audio scale is not that great. Once you go past sort of 60%, already some fidelity is lost, especially if you're sitting close to this. A good speaker you can put your ear next to, pump it up to 100, and it will sound as good as 5 meters away some of the time, unless it makes you deaf. So this, if you're close to it and you're listening to loud music, you're going to hear the distortion. This is just a problem with trying to put this much power into such small drivers. Very few speakers that I found have kind of managed this effectively. Like the ODT privates, just absolutely rinsed music, produced such good audio. The ODT privates, the ODT Turtle Shell, produced really, really crazy audio quality. And it's stuff like the House of Marley Liberate BT speakers. They produced amazing quality. And that's at the upper end of the scale. £40 more actually buys you the House of Marley Liberate Bluetooth speaker. So, price-wise, this is good, but the audio quality is definitely lacking. The fidelity loss is something that it really kind of digs on my ears. Personally, I'd save up a little bit more and maybe purchase one of those other recommended products. But for what you're paying, the audio quality isn't bad. It's exactly spot on for £30. and the battery life is fairly decent. They quote 5 to 7 hours. This can decrease if you completely rinse the battery. Usually I like to kind of carry around a battery pack. I actually have one that I'm reviewing here, which is the iWalk battery. And you know, you carry around one of those, plug it in, you'll increase the lifespan. So I don't think that the battery life these days isn't that much of a deal on products. So I don't really dig at it. But what I would have preferred them to do with this product is decrease the actual overall volume and kind of, you know, make 70% 100%. Really annoys me when manufacturers do this. I'd rather have a quieter product that sounds nicer than a louder product that sounds tingy and like it's about to fall into pieces. Now it is worth saying that there was one odd thing I found with this product, and that is the volume up. So obviously you only have these two buttons here. Now to increase the volume you hold them down. So just bear that in mind if you turn it on and you're like, this is really quiet, and when it's actually not. So in conclusion, yes, I'd happily recommend it. If you want to find out a bit more information, there is a full written review which kind of goes a lot more in depth onto some of my thoughts and maybe some of the tracks that I tested it with. But for the now, I'm happy to say that it's a good product. Apart from the fidelity loss, but you know, you can't win every battle with a price that's this cheap. Obviously, there are so many other products that you can buy at this price range. Personally, if I was spending £30, I'm currently reviewing the Mifa F1, which is this little product here. I'm glad that was out of focus. That way you can't find out too much about it. And it's smaller, more durable, and the audio quality is better. So shopping around sometimes and reading a few reviews does help. However, it all really depends on kind of the scenario. This is the kind of speaker that I wouldn't mind kind of, you know, using in an office. I wouldn't say it's like super portable. It's like the kind of thing that I might take around to mates if we're like, I don't know, maybe doing some work in the garden, or like I'm painting a fence or something. Just pop this outside. It's something that it's a little bit bigger than a portable device in my opinion. So anyway, guys, go check out the full review. And even if you don't want to read that review, just go check out Play3r in general. We've got loads of crazy stuff going on at the moment. So yeah, go check out Play3r and the Facebook page and the community group and all the other YouTube channels. And bye bye for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review.